So remember how I said that I was a procrastinating gardener this year? It ain't no lie. These plants have been, watered, but not fertilized. As you see, they look pretty pathetic in the same pots that I started them in. So today we are going to be uppotting and fertilizing into a more enriched soil medium, and also we are going to be doing a deep feed with a liquid fertilizer. So let's just get this started. My name is Ashley. If you guys are new here, hello and welcome, and to all of my returning subscribers, hey. This gardening season is starting off crazy rocky. It is what it is, child. But I'm not letting my efforts fall completely by the wayside. But we just gonna keep this thing going. So as I mentioned, we are going to uppot some things. This is going to be my second year using Neptune's Harvest. I picked this bottle up last year, obviously. I picked it up on sale. This is the fish and seaweed fertilizer. It's very similar to the fish emulsion fertilizer that you can pick up at like any other like big box store. But I buy this from my local nursery. But yeah, I really enjoyed it last year, so I will be continuing to use this. This is a smaller company, so I really want to continue to support this company. But yeah, this is what we are using for a liquid feed today. And then I know that I said that I was going to try to use soil that is easier for people to pick up, but I went back to my Pro Mix with the growth hormone in it. I can never say it right. The misoquoral, whatever the heck. I'll put it on the screen. But I went back to that because money-wise, it just made more sense because of the things that I still need to start. For the amount that I get for the bag, it was a $30 bag, huge bag. I used that to start flowers, bulbs, etc., my vegetables, all of those things, versus trying to continue to buy small bags from like, the big box stores. No. So I know that I do good with that. I feel like a lot of places do sell the Pro Mix. Maybe if you go to your local nurseries, you will have better luck there. I will take a picture and insert it now of the bag. So if you guys want to look for it in your local stores, you can look for it by visual. But yeah, back to this. So yes, all of these will be getting uppotted today into these babies here. So first things first, I just need to go on ahead. I have my soil down here, so I just need to put soil in all the pots. I did go on ahead and enrich it with some what the heck? My brain is not working. Some garden tone, as well as some earthworm castings. And then again, we will be bottom watering everything with the liquid fertilizer as well. So let me do this and then we'll come back and talk uppot. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with the onions because I know these are gonna be a little bit easier to pull out, because if you're looking at the bottom, you can see the roots are nice and wound up in there, which that will possibly make it a little bit easier to pull out. So these actually are shallots. I think I'm just going to take like 2 of these cells and put them in maybe just 1 in each one of these. So not all of these cells have a lot of shallots in them. So some of these I might kind of tease out to put in just maybe 4 of these cells. So there's 6 here, but I'm going to squeeze them all to fit in 4. Because, yeah, there's only like 3 in this guy. So I'm just going to remove those. Add those in there like that. And do the same for this one here. And boom, like that. The shallots are up potted, and that's pretty much, ooh, look at those leeks. Those leeks are extremely root bound, and I'll pretty much do the same for these guys. And actually, I almost feel like I might be able to just get away with, I'm almost thinking about just leaving these in the pot, because I feel like I might actually be planting these out soon. I'm gonna set these to the side for now. But the shallots, I definitely wanted to up pot. So that's just an example of one way that you can up pot these. I don't even know if this was a good idea for these. You guys let me know. Anyways, let's move forward. Let's get into these cabbages. Now, I know I probably can wait to up pot these guys as well, or maybe just put these directly out, but I do need to harden these off still. But let's go on ahead and up pot these babies as well. So this one is actually lopped off a little bit, so let me drop her down. And backfill. There we go. All right, I got everything potted up. One thing that I like to mention is that you should not be afraid to pot things that have gotten really leggy very, very deep. You see, I have buried this stem very deep, leaving just the leaves out. Most things will do just fine, including the eggplant as well. Artichoke buried deep all the way to the little baby sprouts here. Everything has been buried nice and deep. I'm doing a little testing I did not have enough big pots to go on ahead and up pot my broccoli and Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to leave them in these 6 tray cells, as well as my leeks and my other alliums, my other onions. And I'm going to just fertilize them because I will be planting them out really soon anyways. So I'm just going to fertilize them in the same soil to see if they bounce back. If they don't bounce back within the next week, then I'll go on ahead and up pot them and just, you know, create a new tray for them as well. But I just want to see if they will continue to survive in these plants, and then I'll just see how the shallots do in this up potted situation as well. But I did go on ahead, ooh, yuck, mix up my fertilizer here. So let me go on ahead and first of all, let me get these 2 pots out the way because they have nothing in them anyways. So these are the only 4 that remain in this tray, and then this tray obviously is full. So let's go on ahead, bottom water this tray. First hardening off of the season, we have this lovely greenhouse that I picked up, I want to say from Aldi last year. This worked out really well for me. It stayed up all season last year up on my deck. What's great about it is it stays right here up on my deck, right up against the house. I have a temperature gauge in here, so right now it looks to be around 65 degrees inside of this, which is perfect for hardening off. It's protected from the sun right now. It's overcast, as you can see. It's not too sunny outside. It's a little breezy, which is why I kept these inside of here so they don't get hit too hard by too much wind. But eventually I will allow for these to come out at night. I will zip this up, and again, these will stay nice and warm still, but as they progressively get hardier and hardier, I will leave them out. And once they are good to go, once like everything is safe from a frost, or they are just big enough to actually be planted out, or I feel comfortable enough for them to be planted out, they will go out into the garden and be transplanted. But that is it for this video today. Hopefully you guys, I haven't lost you guys. Like I said, the procrastination is really real this season, and I don't know why. I do know why, but I don't at the same time, because normally like I'm really excited about everything, and I am, but at the same time I'm like struggling to get started. And I don't know if it's because my setup is like kind of a mess. Maybe that's what it is. My setup is a mess right now, and so I don't have that same inspiration to like get in it the way I normally would. So bear with me, you guys. Next up will be tomatoes, and I'll actually have a haul, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned, you guys, for that next one. I wish you all health, wealth, and prosperity. Peace out.